Hello my viewers. Spooks just like sometimes to sit in a chair by me, so I am giving him my chair, right Puss? Puss, you relax, don't you? Yeah, that's my Puss. Spooks, the full name. Alright. He is absolutely relaxed, right? Spooks. Okay, I showed you my viewers. Now I have to go back to the screen and continue do my PCH work here today. Today, August 13th, 2025, I just completed a survey and it brought me to a spinning wheel instant reward. So I decided to take a camera and share it with my viewers. I spin the wheel and see what I have today as rewards. Very good rewards. Always coming here, good rewards. All good prizes I got today. It's I see a 1,500,000, very good price, and it's 2 times with 10 entries. So 2 times for 1,500,000 with 2 entries, it's 30 millions. Then 10 entries, 50,000 cash. Some tokens, 250,000 tokens I got, and also a car. Brand new Ford with 10 entries. Isn't it beautiful? It's just beautiful. Just beautiful. Okay, and I have to click to continue and get back to answer and win page. Here's my tokens coming straight to the tokens account. Here's my tokens account. I'm on answer and win page. Surveys completed by now. 229 surveys. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Now from here I can go and do here's a reminder that new ownership. Okay, and back to the redemption tokens page. On redemption tokens page, I got my price, which I will redeem now. Again, it dropped as a reminder. Good. Now I can redeem my tokens. And I got my 10,000 upgraded tokens after first redemption. And I saw it and you saw it. And this always coming like, you know, kind of scam looking. I tried already. I clicked. It's sure could be. It could be a survey, but I clicked a few times. It was not. It was not survey. Lately, it was not. It just coming as a scam. So I get rid of the scam. And what I can do now is, okay, I see that I just redeemed tokens. I redeemed price. What happened? I don't see my gift, my box gift. I don't see. It's interesting. Okay, I click go home, and strange. You know, spam kind of still working out their way, and sometimes this is still annoying, and I don't know what happened. It should be yesterday. It was my gift, former mystery gift, and now it just, I don't know what happened. Let's see what will be tomorrow, but right now I don't see my gift, which giving me extra reward. It's just like either 10 entries for super prize, either 100 entries for a car, or for the next card entries, or just a card for a next 10 entries, rather to say. But I don't see it now, so I don't know. Maybe it's played off already at my game, and I cannot play this whole PCH forever. I talked about this. So I just received what came after first redemption, and follow my way and go to another page. I go to another page. Mean super price with picture like this today. 429 in the middle will be 439 after completing this price. 10,000 tokens will complete this mean super price with entries, of course, several entries. Okay. I am loading mean super price. On those bad ads, illegals are not eligible for anything. Otherwise, you let wrong people grow in the country and everything wrong will come back. So this ad is a wrong ad, is not prepared by the right authority on this game. So should illegal immigrants be eligible for free Medicare? Here we go again, Obamacare. Yeah, supporting illegal. Yeah. No, I think illegal people must either become legal somewhere, somehow, or, you know, we're gonna be pulled all in a stone age as a whole society. So this whole ad, I complain. PCH, today's survey was filled with all kind of junk. They try, they fight. I don't think Donald Trump supporting them. Who's supporting? There has to be a soon meeting between Donald Trump and, excuse me, Russian leader. I exit this, so I load it, and I just don't want to get distracted. And now I have to see the amount of tokens, and didn't show. Operator is bad today, but 439. Yes, operator is bad, must be from Russia, huh? Or from Latvia, or who? From Ukraine? Maybe Canadian Ukraine, and we just can guess. Some kind of terror, you know, try to show splashing their spam, scam disappointments. And, you know, it is shown on the cookies right now. And no, the answer is no. That's why we fight already more than a half year since Donald Trump in the government. We got all a harsh lesson that it has to be only legal in the country. Country is having a border to keep legal people safe. Illegal people have to be out or under some kind of scrutiny or some kind of, they all have to be known. So they have to be deported or get on the level they belong. Some countries may be looking for those people. Or is there any status they can get by not living with the legal people, but somewhere on the side so they can grow there, do some work, learn something, and maybe, but there is no way of do such thing. Donald Trump suggests every illegal people show up, get a $1,000 and get every airline for free to get deported, and then they can enter country legal way. There is no way they're gonna be caught and deported. So some spam, you see what's happening here. Donald Trump doing a right job, and it was good ads showing his work, and here is this spam showing up, and we don't like it. We don't like it because it's ruining every good laws, even on the PCH game. And PCH game keep dropping that sign that new ownership, but Spectrum, who's serving my computer, they still trying because they think that Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin, that appendix on the world society, we're gonna meet with Donald Trump and we're gonna be tremendous work done. Russia will invade and start bombing United States. Let's see. Donald Trump has a probably already harsh decision concerning Russia and their behavior. Because Vladimir Putin already more than a quarter of the century in Russia. And lots of people died. People who believed in him died. So he's kind of monstrous and the evil kind of guy. You cannot trust him. He should have his position clearly, like what he wants to see out of the country. But the country was a troubled country. After Soviet Union collapsed, Russians first they ran like a rats of the sinking ship, right, over the world, and then they decide the world is not good enough. They're gonna teach them how to build a communism. And here you are, they got a smartphones yet and start their disastrous politic. Vladimir Putin must know about this, but he was flirting with either party, I guess. But this was not liked by either party because he became like a catch me if you can, right? He's not stable position politician in Russia, and it was hard to make any good involvements with him. And then because of that strange weak politic, Ukraine and other countries which involved with Russia as a union got in trouble. They were not liking such a union with Russia, where the Russia is the leader. So Ukraine, being independent, trying to be independent, was attacked by Russia, and the war continuously going 3 years already, and it doesn't do a good impact on the world. Because always is good to solve a problems peaceful way. So in a few days, literally, in Alaska, on the United States side, Vladimir Putin, president of Russia, will meet with Donald Trump, president of United States. And I hope, and I'm sure, and they have to be sure by now, what they want discussed by the table out there in Alaska. Because they must stay on their territory and solve their own problem. Because what's happening out because of Russian interference on the world arena, is not liked by the world countries, by the world leading countries, is not liked what Russia doing. So Vladimir Putin even got arrest order. Yes, world arrest order. Countries don't want him to be legal. So something has to be done. And to be done, something has to be really done and good. Because seems Ukrainian president Vladimir Zelensky constantly, when he is busy on his trips and talking with a different audience, but with the world leaders in his trip in every country, he's saying Russia has to be punished. Then who has to be punished and got a lesson? If not Vladimir Putin, that he's leading the whole this country. So something has to be identified as a good steps in the politics or not too good. So from maybe this few days meeting between Russia and United States, something radical will be done. Maybe Putin was afraid to show his positive movement because Russia is invaded by a negative people, pretty much. And he has to give his idea to the Trump how together they can help each other. That's what from my position, from my point of view, what's happening now. Because what I saw here splashing on the PCH as ads, I don't think, and I hope Putin will not bring more illegal. Yes, and a Spectrum who's serving my computer has to really flash all their immigrants and send home. Either it's Latvia, Lithuania, Ukraine, Russian Georgia, whatever, you name it, if they not belong to this country, their visa expired, they cannot sit forever and ever. They were dropped here from Canada when the border was open, but now the border is closed. Visa is probably discontinued or expired. Time to go home. I'm just, following my logic, seeing what's happening. They are weeping, knows who, operating my computer. They don't want to go home, and they try to put their 5 cents on my game, and I don't like it. And the game reminding, we have a new ownership. My price has to be paid, which pending for so long, and some kind of misery still holding my sign for presentation. I hope not, and I hope this will be already for delivery, my sign, my price, my whole work is already confirmed. It has to be just finalized and delivered my work. It's not like a lottery you buying in a tickets in a store. This is a work which does bring winning prizes. Yes, lots of winning prizes here. Lots of winnings. And because they were holding some kind of evil hold, my game not be presented on time. I told my viewers many times, mentioned it, that a few years ago it was already in max entries. So maybe game with a new ownership few times decide that seeing such a good player, they see such a good player in my face, they gave more, they extend my period, they gave more opportunity to me to win more prizes, and I did every month by month, but time is out and every period is coming to the end. So this game has to come to the end for me also, because it takes too long and there's big huge winnings already, and I am tired actually also, in addition to say, to have a fight with some kind of misery, which thinking they are invisible, but they have tools to spit their caca, excuse me for my French, on they think people are so naive, do not see which ads are good, which ads are bad. And they don't understand that if Donald Trump approve not taxing for the tips, that means strictly for those jobs where the tips are welcomed, where the tips are, first of all, what is it at tips? Tips are not necessity. If people do not want to pay tips, they are not forced to pay tips. That's what the tips. It's like either in a beauty business, haircut and color business, where people used to have a few dollars. People used to pay a few dollars more from their own willing to pay as a tip. Same time in the restaurants. If people like to pay, they pay. Nobody demands a tips. That's how it is. But also from those tips, there are no tax to pay. That's what decide our government. And we clearly see, but it's not mean that you order some parcel or online from the store and some Spectrum communication, which already arranges everything, we're gonna fix everything with their tips to pick up. I already saw that after Donald Trump issued that law about the tips, not paying the tax for the tips, they already start, because people are buying online, they try to make their own tipping for themselves, lying. You cannot, you don't have, nobody have to pay a tips if you don't want. Tips always involved in cash, and they are not taxable. Yes, they're not taxable, never were actually taxable. Okay, enough of this conversation. We hope the game will clean, really strictly clean, and now all of this intervention and deport them. Of course deport. We're tired of them. We're tired of them. All our community where I live, filled with renters. When a community, our community by a policy, should not have renters at all. Renters are in hotels. There is some other districts where they can rent a house, but not in that gated community. We have a policy of not renting, and they are giving some strangers who occupied this and still not taking their people off and away to their country back. When Joe Biden, our previous president, said, welcome everybody, we're now different president and all good rules and constitutional laws are back. Please get them back to your country, because we have renters and they think everybody like them, you know, but it's not everybody like them. And they're the ones in the clubhouse where our management, they are the ones who screw in the laws, and their own policies they're screw. So this is all like crazy. So we have to see this in a more speedy way, how our laws are getting back, good laws. Because when they're talking about this, and I see in our community some species try to get back, and then it's because the Spectrum did not flash their entities and their workers out of, and I don't know who serves our computer. It is what I see on my PCH game. It's what coming from the Spectrum, all those strange ads. And that's why I am seeing what happened, and I was holding my camera and still continue to do the video. I absolutely disagree. This ad may be good. They advertising how we can remove text, but they even advertise you can do it yourself. But when nitrogen, for all those small text, when we're getting aged, there's a little small texture coming on the skin. There's a nitrogen, and nitrogen shouldn't be that high price, but the doctors were fake all over. They were selling absolutely overpriced, everything overpriced, because it's a chaos. With this Obamacare, we had a chaos in the whole country in every medical facilities. When you know, nitrogen is very easy procedure, can easily remove every tag on your body. And of course, a doctor, cosmetologist, he can do it even with this, and it should be sky high price, because treating people, it's very delightful. It should be paid maybe even by some government. There is a certain medical facilities who are outrageously working, showing good skills and having a good true diplomas and licenses, maybe by state authorities and a true bank. They could be paid, taken care as financially taken care by some good corporations. Yes, it's possible, and they will be happy, and the people who come to those doctors will be happy. But now you don't know which country settling those doctors, still waiting what's gonna happen with Obamacare. First has to be removed in total those former government representatives who spoiled our good laws, and they have to pay a bill for not settling a good right laws in the country, and by doing that they were hurting illegal people. So an illegal, of course, what illegal could have from this kind of government? They don't understand those naive people, and they can do anything good, because they divide the whole country, the whole communities. They divide. They think in the beginning, because their bosses said do this, do that, they think they are primary, but that's till the time come. They will never be a primary. They settle and follow and serve a bad laws, evil laws, so they will never benefit anything good from the bad laws. But the people don't understand till the time come. Yes, therefore those people who legal, like I am, and understand, and I'm playing a true game, I don't want on this true game come some stupid idiot. So maybe Putin, or those who think Putin are with them, they thinking that Putin is back, and everything was with the Joe Biden and that Obama, everything bad will come back in the country, and Donald Trump will be just like a slave, fulfilling and serving those bad people. I don't think so. It's gonna be with the bad consequences if this happen. So if Vladimir Putin did not get a message that he's wrong people who's thinking that he is the Putin, Russian President Putin is his supporter, is their supporter. They think that way. Then they have to immediately leave my game, take off their ads, take off their spam, and run, because that will never be anything happen with a good as a result for them. I hope I said everything, because I spontaneously say foreseeing something wrong at my game. Okay, now I can see how I accomplish my price. It's done. I was in redeemed tokens. Here's a spam coming. I was already and did answer on one page. We have a good police. You see, came a good ad now after my long speech. And our police. By the way, Donald Trump ordered a federal guard, lots of ICE coming in Washington, D.C. We never know that Washington, D.C., where our government invaded and occupied with so many bad people. So they have to be and feel safe working in Washington, D.C. So he brought lots of literally army in there, and every state will be. Here we have Ron DeSantis, and he already have a army. In on our community, in my gated community, where I'm served by the stupid bad spectrum on my computer, we need also immediate support, because my game has to be finished and I must be paid by somebody hold this game. But no, game is strong, and it shows that every time I either switch the page, or just loading onto the PCH game and showing a PCH game having a new ownership. So who is bad out there who support this game? From the Russia, someone? Or because why we means our president meeting with Russia? What does that mean? For me, for example, maybe Russian influence will be good for me. And then what kind of influence, that there's so much spam on the game coming from my American side? That we will figure it out very, very soon. Yes. Well, for the operator is this, I guess. For the operator of this game, there is a new ad came. So he may be sick, I don't know. Maybe he needs to go to the doctor. But then doctors in a trouble because they don't have a right doctors for themselves. That's the problem we had with Obamacare. Fake doctors, if they having a problem, they cannot be treated by themselves. They would not trust to each other. Here we come to the strange things. Yeah, that's how was it. How terrible we were moving to the Stone Age and down, instead of to the progress we were going and running to the regress by settling and following a bad laws with the bad people serving those laws. Yeah, I'm on the Vipalit page. Here my handsome price patrol holding a sign, waiting until I finish talk and load this sign. $1 million with 10 bonus entries, and I will load this all with only 150 tokens. It will be, after I load in 3 digits, will be 378. Yes, let's do together. I have to